Okay, I hope it's visible. Anyway, so we're going to be doing step 7, and we're going to be finding the coordinates. First, we're going to calculate the coordinates of BC1 coming from PI0, and then we're also going to calculate the coordinates of BC1 when we're coming from PI1, and then we're going to calculate the coordinates of EC1 when we're coming from PI1, and then we're going to calculate the coordinates of EC1 again when we are coming from PI2, and then we're going to calculate the coordinates of MP1 when we're coming from EC1, and then we're also going to calculate the coordinates of MP1 when we're coming from BC1. So what we want to do is, we're given the coordinates, we know the coordinates of PI0 from the question, and it's negative 18,312.454, and then the bearing, which is this one, is the same as theta 1, which we calculated in step 1, which is equals to 292 degrees 42 minutes and 44 seconds. And then the d that we want to use is not that same d. We just don't use d1 as it is. This whole distance from here to here is d, and then from this one to this one it's t. So how do we find this small distance left? We're going to say d1 minus t1, and then the answer that we get, d1, which is 44, I don't know if you can see what I'm calculating, 4438.002 minus 116.435, and then which means our distance from here to here is 4,321.567. 4,321.567. And then now we go on to calculate our dy, and there's a formula for dy, which is change in y. Ne? So change in y is equals to d sine theta, and then change in x is equals to d cos theta. So if we say d, which we just calculated now, we're going to say 4321.567 sine theta, which is 292 degrees 42 minutes and 44 seconds, and then the answer that we get is a negative 3986.451. That's our change in y. And then for our change in x, we just come to our calculators and change this sign to cos, and then our change in x is equals to 1668.568. Now when we want to find the coordinates of y for BC1, we're just going to say the coordinates of PI0, which is negative 18,312.454 plus a negative 3986.451, and that gives us the coordinates, the y coordinates of BC1 as 2298.9, oh sorry, 0.905, and then we do the same thing, sorry, negative, I forgot the negative, don't do that. Anyways, for x it's 33489.623 plus 1668.568, and then which means the x coordinates of BC1 are equals to 3518.192. And then now we have found the coordinates of this part, this one, when we are moving from what? PI0. Let's say we are moving from PI1. How do we calculate the coordinates of BC1? That's what we're doing next. What's our theta? Our bearing, we don't use this same bearing, which is theta 1, because now we want to use back bearing, which is in this direction. We want to find the back bearing because now we're looking for the coordinates of BC1 coming from PI1. So what do? We say the forward bearing, which is 292 degrees, 42 minutes and 44 seconds minus 180, which is equals to 112 degrees, 42 minutes and 44 seconds. This is our back bearing. So that's what we put on the value here, which is 112 degrees, 42 minutes and 44 seconds. And then what's our distance? We want to calculate using coming from here to here. What's this distance? This distance is t that we calculated, which is t1. And t1 is equals to, from step, which step was that? I think step 4, but then we calculated t1, and t1 is equals to 116.435. And then same formula, delta y is equals to d sine theta, delta x is equals to d cos theta. And then our d in this case is 116.435 sine theta, 112 degrees, 42 minutes and 44 seconds. And then the answer that you get for dy is a positive 107.406. And then for dx, we come here and change this sign, and then we change it to cos, and then which means our dx is a negative 44.956. And then for us to find our value for BC, we just say this plus this, this plus this. And then for this one, it will be 22298.905. And then for change in x will be 3518.192. Now we've found the coordinates of BC1, whether we're coming from either when we're coming from PI0, we found the coordinates of BC1, and then when we're coming from PI1, we also found the coordinates of BC1. Now our next step is finding the coordinates of EC1 when we're coming from PI2, and then EC1 when we're also coming from PI1.